Hi everyone, and welcome to this Wild Thing flow. We're gonna work those glutes, we're gonna open up the heart, and we're gonna work with a couple of gentle back bends as well. So get your body moving, get that mat out, and I will see you there. We're gonna begin laying down on our mat. Bring the soles of the feet towards your bum, hip width apart, just so you can graze the backs of the heels with the hands. Just resting there for a moment. Walk those shoulder blades down the back of the body. Inhale and sigh it out. Again, inhale and let it go. Bring the arms up above the head for the last one. Inhale, biggest inhale you've taken all day. Keep it going. One more sip of air in at the top. And let it go. From here, bring the hands back down by your sides. We're going to press into the feet, lift the hips, squeeze those glutes. Maybe give your glutes a little bit of a poke just to make sure those muscles are switched on. And then exhale, bring them back down. Again, inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, lower. One more time like that. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale, lower. Lifting all the way back up. Inhale. Here, we're going to exhale, lift the right knee in towards the chest. Inhale, send it away from you, point the toes. Exhale, bring it back. And inhale, place that foot back down. Again, exhale, left knee comes in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. And inhale, back down. One more time, either side. Lifting up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. And inhale, back down. Lifting up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it back. And inhale all the way down. One more lift and squeeze here, squeezing that bum up as high as you can. Chest puffs towards the chin, chin tucks towards the chest. And then exhale, bring it all the way back down. Hug those knees in, take a little rock side to side. Hands come to the backs of the thighs, rock up and down through the spine 3 or 4 times, just enjoying that sensation, rocking forwards and back. And then on your last time, we're going to roll forwards, cross the shins, and step back into a tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, press the mat away, round the spine. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, come back to center. Right arm reaches forward, left leg extends back behind you. Inhale here. Exhale, bring everything in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring it in. One more time. Inhale, reaching out long. Exhale, use that exhale to draw in. And then inhale, back out. Bend that back leg. Either stay there or reach the right hand back, grabbing hold of the toes or the ankle. Kick that foot into the hand, lifting up. Inhale. And then gently exhale, release it back down. Take a little wiggle side to side. And then other side, left arm reaches out, right leg extends back behind you. Inhale here. Exhale, bring everything in. Inhale, reach back out. And exhale it in. One more time like that. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Inhale, reach back out long. Stay there. Bend the knee in, and then either stay there or reach the left hand back, grabbing hold of the foot, lifting that foot up any amount higher, open the chest, and then gently release it back down. Take a couple of cat-cows here just to reset. And then send the bum all the way back towards the heels into a child's pose, forehead down towards the ground. From here, we're going to inhale, lift back up and come all the way down to lie onto your stomach. Just banana it all the way back down. Inhale, lift the chest open. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift again, baby cobra. And exhale back down. One more time, inhale, lift and squeeze. Maybe hover the hands off here. And then exhale back down, press back through tabletop, tuck the toes under, make your way into your downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet here, bending through one leg and then the other. Maybe shake out through the head, yes and no. And then step the toes into the center. We're going to lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend through that top leg, open the hips towards the right side. Take a couple of circles here with that top leg. And then keep it bending that knee. We're going to bring the knee forward towards the nose and then step the foot in between the hands. Drop that back knee down, sink the hips. Inhale, rising up into our low crescent lunge. Interlace the hands back behind you, knuckles down towards the ground, open through the chest. As you inhale, just send the hips back slightly so that this back knee is in line with the hip and there's a bit more of a right angle in that front leg. Square the hips off here and then exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper into that lunge. Inhale. And exhale, place the hands down, tuck the back toes under, step it back into plank. You can drop your knees down here as we inhale. And then as we exhale, everyone dropping the knees down, chest and chin. Inhale, lifting up into baby cobra. And then slide the elbows underneath the shoulders, coming up into our sphinx pose. Press the mat away with the forearms. Open through the chest, roll the shoulder blades back towards each other. From here, feel like you're pulling the ground towards you with the hands and feel like you're trying to get the chest in between the hands as well, lifting, open. And then exhale back down, hands underneath the shoulders, press all the way up and back into downward dog. Take the toes together, left leg this time lifts up, bend into that top leg, open through the chest, open through the chest, open through the hips. And then take a couple of circles here with that top leg. Gaze in between the hands, bring the knee forward, step it forward, in between the hands, drop that back knee down, untuck the toes, inhale, rising up, low lunge, interlace the hands back behind you, roll those shoulders back, and then lift the hips back slightly, square the hips off, so left hip back, right hip forward, open the chest. And exhale, sink the hips a little bit lower into that low lunge. Inhale here, draw those knuckles down towards the ground. And then exhale, bring the hands down, step it back. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lift it up. And this time, exhale, lower down. From here, we're going to reach the arms back behind. As you inhale, lift the chest up into a half locust pose, keeping the toes down onto the ground. Exhale, lower back down. This time we lift the toes up, this time squeezing through the backs of the legs, squeezing those glutes, letting the hands and the forehead rest down. Exhale, lower back down. This time we're going to put those two together. So inhale, lift the chest, reach back. And then maybe lifting the toes, lift the knees and thighs off, squeezing everything. Exhale, release back down, hands underneath the shoulders, press all the way up and back, downward dog. From here, toes together, right leg lifts, bend into that top leg, open the hips. From here, step the foot in between the hands, this time keep the back knee lifted, rise all the way up into our warrior one. So drop that back heel down, arms reaching up. Interlace the hands back behind you once again, open through the chest. And then exhale, warrior two. From here, reach forwards, up and back, peaceful warrior. And then lengthen through the front leg. We're going to reach forwards and then down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Squeezing those inner thighs towards each other. Open the chest towards the left side of your mat. From here, we're going to come all the way back up. Turning both toes to face the long edge of the mat. I'm going to turn to face you again, otherwise you'll just get my bum. Interlace the hands back behind you, open the chest, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Trying to keep the chest nice and open as you come into that fold. Rock the weight a little bit more into the balls of the feet, letting those hands relax down away from the spine behind you. Crown of the head, relaxing down. And then gently release the hands down towards the floor. Inhale, come up, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. If you can, grab hold of your ankles or your big toes to guide yourself a little bit further into this. If you can, get your hands down in line with the arches of the feet. Try and use that connection to guide yourself into that fold any amount further. And then we're going to roll all the way back up to standing. You're going to turn back to face the front of the mat, back into that warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands down, step it back, and lower down, all the way down to the floor. From here, we're going to bend the right knee, roll over onto the left hip, and drop the left forearm down in line. So the shoulder is in line with the elbow here. And we've just got this right foot back behind us, kind of like, pay me like one of your French ladies. From here, we're going to bend the left knee as well. So both knees are bent. From here, we're going to really activate those glutes and see if you can press the floor away, lifting up, squeezing up. Right arm reaches towards the front of the mat as you inhale. And then exhale, bring it back down. One more. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And exhale, lower back down. This time we're going to come up onto the hand instead. So we've got a little bit more space to move. Keep the legs as they are. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Right arm reaches forwards. Exhale, lower back down. Roll over onto your stomach. Press all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lift up. Bend into that top leg. Open the hips. Gaze in between the hands. Step forward. Keep that back knee lifted. Arms reach up into warrior one. Interlace the hands back behind you. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, open. Warrior two. Gaze over those front fingertips. Reach forwards, up and back. Peaceful warrior. This time, lengthen through the front leg. Reach forward and down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. One more breath here. Maybe looking up towards that top hand, only if it's comfortable in the neck. Otherwise, we look down and we look to the side. Inhale, come all the way up. Keep the legs nice and long. Turn the toes, both toes facing outwards slightly. Hands to the thighs, and then sink down into your goddess pose. Take a little sway side to side here. Keep the breath nice and steady if you can. Nice and low into the hips. Either keep the hands there, or again, we interlace the hands back behind us, open through the chest. Maybe gaze up. See if you can sit back against an imaginary wall any amount further. Opening through the chest. One more breath, you got this. And then extend through the legs. Well done. Turn the left toes to face the front. Arms reaching up, warrior one again. And then bring the hands down. Step it back and lower down. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower back down. We're going to come to that kind of weird clam side pose that I'm just making up names for. We're going to bend into the left knee, roll over onto the right hip, right forearm comes down, bend the right leg in as well, and then inhale, we're going to lift up, reach the left arm forwards. Exhale, release back down. One more, inhale as we lift and squeeze. Exhale, bring it back down. This time, come up onto that right hand. And again, we're going to lift and squeeze. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, lower. One more time. And release back down. Roll over onto your front. Send it all the way back into a child's pose. Forehead down towards the ground. Take a little rock side to side with that forehead. On an inhale, we're going to roll up. Tabletop position. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. From here, step the toes together. Bring the right leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Bend into that top leg. Open through the hips quite a lot. Gaze underneath that right armpit. And we can either stay here if you want to give Wild Thing a go. Let me just move away from the wall. We're going to step the right foot all the way back and lift the right arm off. This right arm then reaches forwards, open the chest towards the sky. Gaze towards those right fingertips, lifting up. Inhale one more time. And then see if you can come straight back into that downward dog from here. Take a little pedal out through the feet. Take the toes together, left leg lifts, bend into that top leg, open the hips, gaze underneath the left armpit this time. Either stay there, really opening here, or we step the left foot back behind us. Keep long through the right leg, left arm reaches forwards into Wild Thing on the other side. Relax the head and the neck back, open the chest towards the sky. One more breath. And then come back into downward facing dog. Take a pedal through the feet. From here, we're going to bring the right knee to the back of the right wrist. Drop that shin down. Slide the left leg back for our pigeon pose. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale. And then sigh it out. Again, inhale. And let it go. One more time. And release. Walk the hands back towards you. Lifting up. Slide onto that right leg so that we can bring the left leg round in front. Keep the sole of the right foot to that left thigh. We're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold towards that left leg just for a moment. Inhale, lift back up. Right hand comes down by your side. Left arm reaches down and up. Squeeze the hips forward. Reach the left arm back. And then exhale, lower all the way back down. From here, we're going to come back into that pigeon pose. So either you bring the left foot in, and then we can send the right leg back. Or from here, we rock forwards, coming into tabletop, bring the left knee forwards and the right leg back, coming into pigeon pose from there. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, inhale. Exhale, fold it forward. Finding those sighs out through the mouth. Inhale in through the nose. And let it go. Again, inhale. And release. One more, inhale. And let it go. From here, walk my hands back towards you, lifting back up. Slide over onto the left hip. Bring the right leg around in front. Sole of the left foot is to the thigh. Left hand, actually no, we're not there yet. We're going to reach up, inhale, and exhale, fold forwards. On an inhale, come back up. Left hand down by your side. Right arm sweeps down and up as you squeeze the hips, lifting up. Right arm reaches back behind you, open the chest. And then exhale, come all the way back down. Bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out nice and wide. We're going to inhale, lengthen here. And exhale, fold forward over those legs. Maybe take a little sway side to side. Really letting the spine and the head and the neck relax down. Inhale, roll it all the way back up. Bring the knees together. Just slide the arms underneath the legs, forehead down towards the ground, rounding through the spine even more here. With each inhale, feel the skin of the back and the ribs really stretching as you inhale. And then exhale, soften. Inhale, open back up. Find a cross-seated position. Hands together at heart center. Roll those shoulders open. Take a couple of breaths here, breathing towards the hands. Just take a moment to thank yourself for moving your body a little bit today, for moving with the breath and taking a little bit of time for yourself for this wild thing flow. And I thank you so much for joining me. Bring the thumbs up to the space in between the eyebrows at third eye center. Bow the head down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that wild thing flow. If you did, please let me know how you got on in the comments below. See you next time.